2nd and 10, Smith again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go, or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Goff. They'll roll him out right. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. Touchdown, Detroit! Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have retaken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it...
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Brock Wright with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Geno on first down. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now it's Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Lions 60, Seahawks 42. Jack Fox to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play.
Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
2nd and 6.
Eagles. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw, Smith.
He'll find Eskridge here complete.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Smith on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
A final shot before break here. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone.
He's got a man, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Noah Fant, 75 yards.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Geno's going to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
After the interception, here's Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down, but they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Smith keeps it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful for the yard out, and the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Goff. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
To the air again, Goff. And he's got his man on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of total.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the end zone, Smith.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
And this a quick slant to Lockett.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he fields it cleanly. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Yeah, they've clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How have they done it?
First thing is what you just talked about, clawing their way back in. That means they've decided to go ahead and fight this thing out, which is great. The second part is they looked at where the problems were in the first half, figured out how to shore them up, and have now gone to that part of the playbook that is actually working for them. A few adjustments, a few changes, and really good execution.
Now we'll see if that trend can continue. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Lions have recovered. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. Being chased out left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To throw is Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. Tyler Lockett. He's at the 30. 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 96 yards, everything but the end zone.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Smith. Touchdown. DK Metcalf from 3 yards out.
And the Seahawks have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Badgley's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 6.
Ready? Tempo. Happy Lions.
Another try after the first down sack. Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
19 tight.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, it's Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Now Geno. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Swift going to try up the middle. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one. This from... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Obviously, the minimum goal of any fake is to get a 1st down. I think, truthfully, when you're going for a fake, you're going for the big shot. You're going for the big play. But in this case, they got more than a 1st down, and now they're really set up.
Yeah, they got a big play out of it. You're right. Now they're knocking on the door. And it's caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Swift is in for a Lions touchdown. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Lions 70, Seahawks 67. Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Smith on first down.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Chargers, 19 Chargers. 77 Wolves. Ready?
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop. As you noted, and they did.
Come on.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Go.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter. And
my goodness, another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now Geno on first down. Returning right back to Lockett. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Okay, ready? Back to 60, back to 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Smith now to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very... And that's caught inside the 35! The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Goff. And his throw is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. There's Goff. Flushed out right. And this one too low.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now it's gone. Flush to his right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go now.
A give for Walker running right. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Throwing now, Smith. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Now,
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. We go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.